All right, finally decided on the next book. Ivan, the one and only. I know a couple of you have read it, but I think you'll enjoy it for a second round. Catherine Applegate. Now, this one goes pretty quick. The chapters go quick, and if you've ever looked at the book before, some of the pages, like the very first chapter itself, says hello, and it's 2 lines. So I'll do it in like 3 5-minute increments, hoping that we get through, like 15 minutes of reading a day. Interesting in that it actually starts as a glossary. So chest beat, this one is about Ivan, who's a silverback gorilla. So silverback gorillas are kind of those real big, strong ones. And what a lot of people don't know is this story is actually based on an actual gorilla. So that is a picture of the actual Ivan. So if you look at that cage that he's in, he's got that paper in there. It's based on an actual gorilla in real life. So chest beat is the repeated slapping of the chest with one or both hands to make a loud sound. So sometimes used by gorillas to scare other gorillas or threaten them. Domain is a territory. A grunt is a snorting, pig-like noise made by a gorilla or made by gorilla parents to express annoyance. A meeball is dried excrement thrown at observers. Excrement's poop. 9,855 days. So while gorillas in the wild typically gauge the passing of time on seasons or food availability, Ivan has adopted, so like Ivan came up with this tally system of days. 9,855 days is equal to 27 years. Knot tag, that's Ivan's name for a stuffed gorilla. Silverback, that's an adult male over 12 years old with an area of silver hair on its back. So the silverback is a figure of authority. It's responsible for protecting its family. Slimy chimp, that is an offensive term, so it's a human. Refers to sweat on hairless skin. And then vining is casual play, like vine swinging. Hello. I am Ivan. I am a gorilla. It's not as easy as it looks. Names. People call me the freeway gorilla, the ape at exit 8, the one and only Ivan, mighty silverback. The names are mine, but they are not me. I am Ivan, just Ivan, only Ivan. Humans waste words. They toss them like banana peels and leave them to rot. Everyone knows the best parts are the peels. Everyone knows the peels are the best part. So banana peels. I suppose you think gorillas can't understand you. Of course, you also probably think that we can't walk upright, like up on 2 feet. Try knuckle walking for an hour. You tell me which is way more fun. Patience. I've learned to understand human words over the years, but understanding human speech is not the same as understanding humans. Humans speak too much. They chatter like chimps, crowding the world with their noise even when they have nothing to say. It took me some time to recognize all those human sounds, to weave words and things, but I was patient. Patient is a useful way to be when you're an ape. Gorillas are as patient as stones. Humans, not so much. How I look. I used to be a wild gorilla. I still look the part. I mean, he still looks like a wild gorilla. That's my wife back there in the kitchen. I have a gorilla's shy gaze, a gorilla's sly smile. I wear a snowy saddle of fur, the uniform of a silverback. When the sun warms my back, I cast a gorilla's majestic shadow. So yeah, he's an older of those silverback gorillas, and you can even see on this one, their backs are kind of silver like that. In my size, humans are a test of themselves. They hear fighting words on the wind, when all I'm thinking is how the late day sun reminds me of a ripe nectarine. So nectarine's like a peach. I'm mightier than a human, 400 pounds of pure power. My body looks made for battle. My arms, outstretched, span taller than the tallest human. So he's got long arms. My family tree spreads wide as well. I am a great ape, and you are a great ape, and so are chimpanzees and orangutans and bonobos, all of us distant and distrustful cousins. I know this is troubling. I too find it hard to believe that there is a connection across time and space linking me to the race of ill-mannered clowns. Chimps. There's no excuse for them. This one's called the Exit 8 Big Top Mall and Video Arcade. I live in a human habitat called the Exit 8 Big Top Mall and Video Arcade. We are conveniently located off I-95 with shows of 2, 4, and 7, 365, or shows at 2, 4, and 7, so those times of the day, 365 days a year. Max says when he answers the thrilling phone, Mac works here at the mall. He's the boss. I work here too. I'm the gorilla. At the Big Top Mall, a creaky musical carousel spins all day, and monkeys and parrots live amid the merchants, or the people who sell stuff. In the middle of the mall is a ring with benches where humans can sit on their rumps, meaning their butts, while they eat soft pretzels. The floor is covered with sawdust made of dead trees. My domain, so meaning his house, like where he lives, is at one end of the ring. I live here because I'm too much gorilla and not enough human. Stella's domain is next to mine. Stella is an elephant. She and Bob, who is a dog, are my dearest friends. At present, meaning right now, I do not have any gorilla friends. My domain is made of thick glass and rusty metal and rough cement. Stella's domain, meaning her house, is made of metal bars. The sun bear's domain is wood. The parrot's is wire and mesh. 3 of my walls are glass. One of them is cracked, and a small piece about the size of my hand is missing from a bottom corner. I made the hole with a baseball bat Matt gave me for my 6th birthday. After that, he took the bat away, but he let me keep the baseball that came with it. A jungle scene is painted on one of my domain walls, meaning his house walls or cage walls. It has a waterfall without water and flowers without scent, meaning no smell, and trees without roots. I didn't paint it. But I enjoy the way the shapes flow across my wall, even if it isn't much of a jungle. I'm lucky my domain has 3 windowed walls. I can see the whole mall and a bit of the world beyond. The frantic pinball machines, the pink billows of cotton candy in the treeless parking lot. Beyond the lot is a freeway, meaning like where cars drive, a highway, where cars stampede without end. A giant sign at its edge beckons them to stop and rest like gazelles at a watering hole. The sign is faded, the color's bleeding, and I know what it says. Mac reads its words aloud once a day. Come to the Exit 8 Big Top Mall and Video Arcade, home of the one and only Ivan, Mighty Silverback. So there actually is a picture that I found before. I'll find it again of the actual billboard. Sadly, I cannot read, although I wish I could. Reading stories would make a fine way to fill empty hours. Once, however, I was able to enjoy a book left in my domain by one of my keepers. It tasted like termite. Termites are bugs. The freeway billboard has a drawing of Mac in his clown clothes and Stella on her hind legs and an angry animal with fierce eyes and unkempt hair. That animal is supposed to be me, but the artist made a mistake. I am never angry. Anger is precious. A silverback uses anger to maintain order and warn his troop of danger. When my father beat his chest, it was to say, beware, listen, I am in charge. I am angry to protect you because that is what I was born to do. Here in my domain, there is no one to protect.